Chris, what is your topic?
My top pick for today, as you know, recently, just before this podcast started, I went to take a shower, and my towel was already wet, which was very disconcerting for me because I had not showered yet.
What? That's weird.
So I had an old roommate, this buddy Marcus that I lived with, and then this other guy. And it took me a while because sometimes I would use my towel and I was like, man, my towel like kind of smells, and I don't know why because I just took a shower. I only use this towel for showering, so why would it smell? And it would be on the floor sometimes, and I thought he probably didn't just like knock it down. Pretty sure it started up there and he used it and put it on the floor because he's an idiot.
Oh, that's another.
Oh my gosh, he was like,
wet towels on the floor.
Yeah, so he was 19, I think, and he ended up just being like a terrible person. He just kept using all our stuff and like eating our food. He was dating a 17-year-old who was like, she was 15, and he was 19. And so the cops like would come by every once in a while looking for him. We didn't know why. And finally we asked him one day, and they said that he had broken a restraining order that her parents had put out, that he wasn't supposed to call and talk to her and stuff. And she was there sometimes, and I didn't know how young she was, because I didn't really like him that much, so I tried to avoid him a little bit. And so cops came and got him one night, and then he was in jail. And then she came the next morning at like 7:30 or 8. And so I wake up to just this banging on the walls, and I'm super confused. And so I walk out, and there's this girl out there just like hitting the walls around his room, hitting his door, and her friend is there too. And I was like, can I help you? Like, I don't know who you are. Why are you in my house? They're like, yeah, we're looking for Nick. And I was like, how did you get in? She's like, oh, the door was unlocked. I was like, why would you just walk in someone else's house? Like, I don't care whose girlfriend you are. Like, you just don't walk into like other people's house.
Yeah.
Anyways.
This guy tried to do that in our place and he almost got maced.
Yeah, good.
Good, yeah.
Not like, yeah, that's stupid.
Like, that's the thing. And then, so I texted my roommate and I was like, hey, so the girl is here. What should I do? And so he texted the detective that arrested the boyfriend, and he goes, well, stall her. So it's like, dude, stall her.
Do you want to watch a movie
so I'm
or
like,
something?
yeah, maybe, do you want to use my phone to call him? And they're like, kept trying to get in his room. Finally, they like snuck around the balcony and like Spider-Man their way into his room. And the cop got there, and I let him in. Because why do cops always bang on the door super hard? It scares everyone.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you were to knock like a normal person, they wouldn't even expect that it was maybe a cop. So that was kind of irritating. Anyways, I opened the door, and they were all freaking out. And he's like, they were truant for high school. And so he was able to get her. I don't know why he was like being weird about getting her friend too. Because I was like, they're clearly both in high school. Take them away. And so it was just terrible. So I'm like kind of scared at this point because I'm like, I can't do it again. I can't live with that idiot again. And so that this guy is also using my towel is frightening. I hate it so much. Like I can't think of anything off the top of my head
but
that pisses me off more than when people use my towel. Because in what world is it fine that's like, oh yeah, that's okay, yeah, we'll mix man pubes and whatever. Like, no, that's not okay. It's never been okay. There's only 3 things that I can think of that you share. You share dishes because those are not yours. You can share toilet paper. It should be alternating who buys toilet paper.
Okay,
and you can share hand soap in the bathroom and the kitchen. And that is all. There's nothing else that should be shared. And if you need to use something, ask. You just ask like a normal person. Why is that so hard for some people? So, I disagree. I would love to hear, like, I'm trying to get into, like, the mind of someone who's like, yeah, it's cool if I just use their towel. Because that's the thing. He doesn't apparently have a towel because he's been using it a lot. And until today, like, I had no definitive proof that it was him. And I was like, well, it's kind of, like, damp, but maybe it just didn't dry all the way from the last time I took a shower. But this time it was like, okay, the rugs are wet. He clearly just took a shower, and my towel is, like, wet. It's not just, like, a little damp. It's wet. And that's not okay.
That is irritating. I agree. That's why I try and I put forth effort to get to know my roommates and try and hang out with them. So because then I feel like if we at least know each other, then there'll be some type of mutual respect to where like, all right, that's your stuff. You know, but I roommates, man. Like that, there was one. I had a roommate that. All right, I had two roommates. I had two roommates within like a month. The first one, he had a gun and he was bipolar, and we got rid of him. No. He got physical. For those of you, he got physical one day, and that's when we were like, all right, that is too far. So we ended up taking some pictures of the gun, and we showed it to management. Management called cops, found the gun, and then they got him evicted.
Yeah.
But it was actually kind of cool because he was like, no, I'm gonna fight it, man. Fight the man.
He's gonna fight what? The cops?
Yeah, it's like or management, like what you're doing is illegal. I was like entrapment or something.
If it's in the contract, that's why you read the contract closely. Like I was reading through mine very specifically, and nowhere in mine does it say, you can't carry any handguns. You have to keep certain things to certain rooms. You have to get something. You have to get permission to do something.
Doesn't say anything?
No, it doesn't say anything. But that's the important thing of reading through a contract.
Because
so
mine
you don't
does.
get the whole illegal,
Mine definitely says
Yeah, and
like
the place where I lived also said like no guns or drugs or alcohol on premise.
Yeah.
But it was really cool because while he was fighting it, he had like 13 days to get out, or they're gonna legally kick him out. And so while that happened, management took us out and put us in the
oh, how nice of them.
the suite, like their company suite type thing.
Nice.
It was nice. It was so nice up there.
Nice of them.
Had our own like. It was really nice. It had really good TV in there. It had washer and dryer. It had like this really nice kitchen.
So did you pull all your stuff out, or what did you do? Okay.
Yep.
So you moved out, basically.
Yep.
Dang.
And then after 13 days, we moved back in.
Yeah.
So
After
that was cool.
evicted.
Yeah. And then the next person we moved in, this is actually a funny story. He was having sex with his girlfriend in the next room, and his room's right next to the living room. And I started hearing them going at it, and I was like, and so I knocked on the wall. I was like, "Can you keep it down, please?" He was really cool about it. He did. They they took it down, and the funny thing is that we didn't talk about it afterwards. We're not right after, but like the next day, like when I saw him, we didn't talk about it or anything. So that was really funny moment I had. But I was really sad to see him go because I really liked him. But he left because we had one of the management there for like some party we were doing, and then she smelled weed in his room, and so we were like, well, so that got him kicked out, and I was really sad for him to go because he's a pretty cool guy. But yeah, roommates, man.
Roommates are the worst.
I had a roommate that tried to get me kicked out. I have no idea why. But, like, she was weird. She's like, it was a little awkward because I don't know if it was her girlfriend or what, but she was hitting on me because we went to the same class together. And she would be over all the time. And for some reason, my roommate just, like, almost 1 a.m, she just explodes at me and starts yelling at me and just takes off to the management's office. We're just like, okay, what just happened? She's like, I'm gonna get you kicked out. This is so stupid. I can never get you to do anything right. I was like, we don't talk. I was like, what am I supposed to do?
Oh my gosh, shut up! You're so annoying.
That's why you gotta put forth effort to try and get on like
you have a private room,
a
right?
basis.
I
like,
do
hey,
now.
I know.
Oh, did you not back then?
In college, we had 6 girls to an apartment, 3 bedrooms, so it was all shared
my
rooms.
gosh! And that was your roommate that just stayed in your room?
Yeah. And so, of course, after that, I was just kind of like, this is a bit awkward. So I talked to management, and we arranged things to where we never had to deal with each other. Because I had asked them, and they're like, oh yeah, she complains about this and this and this. I was like, I don't do this and this and this.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe I just have really bad luck with roommates because before that I had another roommate who, bless her heart, she was a sweet girl. She thought she was the hottest thing on campus.
That's it. I love that phrase.
And
bless her heart.
Bless her heart.
I know, but she was like
She was
5'3".
Yeah.
She would always walk around with heels, had the too tight pants that gave her a muffin top, played Taylor Swift everywhere she went.
Muffin tops.
But it was just, she was really messy. And she would leave her high heels all over the place. And we would have these cleaning checks, and of course she would like get jittery and be like, this place is too clean. I can't do this. I can't do this.
It's too clean?
It's too clean.
What?
And so
That'd be annoying.
like
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it was those past roommates and then
Go to your room.
other Korean roommate that I had. I don't know, nothing was sacred. Nothing. No toothpaste, shampoo, towels, dishes.
That'd be a nightmare.
Nothing was
That's
sacred.
why I'm glad.
I
My
think
lady's like a little bit racist, I think, but not racist in the way that like she hates it, but like she won't rent to like people who are not from the United States.
Yeah.
Really?
Because I think she's done it before, and like it's just awful for all the
Yeah.
other roommates.
I think I would literally get in like a fight. Like, if one of my roommates, luckily I haven't had a roommate that has disrespected my stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they start using things without asking,
Like your towel.
or like a towel,
Gosh, dang it.
like I would seriously, I would be pissed. I'm like,
Mhm.
like it, and it's like if they know I'm gonna say yes,
Yeah.
because that like I would most likely say yes. Like, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, you still have to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel weird when people tell me, yeah, you can use my towel. I was like, are you sure? Because, you know what a towel's used for. You dry yourself off, of course, you know. I don't know if it's maybe just me, but I feel a little weird using something that somebody uses to completely dry off a naked body after they get out of the shower. It's just weird to me.
Me personally, I'm okay with it if they do it once.
I have to wash the towel first.
It's
Here's the thing, though. I have 3 towels, so I could just lend you one. Just say something. You know what I mean?
and then wash it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can borrow this one till you can buy a freaking towel within the next week, because that's plenty of time to buy a towel.
Because Walmart is literally...
Yeah, we live 30
the
seconds
road.
from a Walmart, so there you
It's
go.
open 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But when they start disrespecting your stuff, that's one of my pet peeves. That's when I started losing it. When people when people disrespect me, just don't show like either common courtesy. Just be nice.
Yeah.
And ask or whatever.
Yeah.
Or if you're gonna steal some food, make sure I'm not home to notice you steal my food.
And don't make it so much that it's noticeable. You know what I mean? Like, if I go in and like there's like nothing left in my cereal box, and I know for a fact that like I have half a box, then that's not okay.
Yeah.
I always text my roommates first. Like, if nobody's home, I just send out like this mass text.
Yeah.
I was like, does somebody have this and can I use it?
Yeah.
And
I do that too sometimes. I'm like, I should ask him. I've stolen a lot of his food already. I'm like, hey, I noticed that you have a little bit left. Can I just have the rest of it?
Or like, I feel kind of bad. I've been taking like this guy's paper plates, but I'm gonna buy like a stack of paper plates.
Yeah. I always refill it like what I take later on. But
that's fun. I love
these
7-Eleven.
ones. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to turn it so I can see
Slurpee
him
cups
like
with
burst
the
out of the water.
holographic stuff. Yeah. Hugh Jackman. He's a sexy man.
Awesome.
uh,
And we're off topic again.
yeah. Well, that was good.
Anyways, yeah.
That was a good one.
That was my rant.
That was a good rant.
Less of a topic, more of a rant.
No, that's fine.
That was so good.